You know what, man? I'm gonna say something, man, that I've been dying to say, man, for a long time.
Órale, ese, let's load the shotgun up to show them all that F Fly don't give a fuck. Cause it's about time they learn how it really goes down. So throw on the Friscoes and roll through the brown side of town. In the fleet line bomb, you won't go on, you won't last long. See, I'm with my homies and all of them are packing. If you got Pleto, you're the one we'll be attacking. Hardcore cholo, maybe you didn't know, so you think I'll give you a chance at last? Fuck no, show no mercy. Like the veteranos is still kicking. Throw on the slide, slick and wicked, and turn up the oldies a little higher. Drive a little slower like my OG lowrider. See, I'm insane, so roll out with no shame. You fuck with me, I settle the score with pain. Just look at the chavalas I kill. Look at the cemeteries I feel. And I still will get ill until you learn the message, you already should've knew it. Mato a todo soy 18 with the bullet.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it.
Nosotros rifamos marihuanos. You think you're a loco? No, not even almost. Bring all your soap guys down to my rifam. I'll be the one with your bitch down at Tequila. And when I see your ass, I'm gonna blast. Forgotten fast, it's remembered in the past. With my sawed-off shotgun, know the job's not done till I bought the cuete and watch all the scrapas run. Cause when I'm fucked up, I don't give a shit. Pull the trigger, who it hits, it hits. And when I aim, I don't miss. Simon, just another motherfucker on my shit list. How many's this make or take? Nobody knows. All I can say is don't fuck around, oh, because I'm down to be brown to the heart. And it's that Chicano power that starts to set us apart. Soy, that's the answer with the bullet. Yeah, you knew that I pull it, but never knew I'd do it to get rid of all these sissy ass bonthons and let them know you don't fuck with the Los Mexicanos.
Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it. I'm picked to click now. I'm the son of a gun.
Smoking Hooters, running from my Hooter every day. Running to my rucas to get laid. Go up in it, then roll to me Vario. Then down a fire and get fucked up till tomorrow. Loco por vida, it's my life, so let me live it. No los chingamos doros, and you can't deal with the lows. Latino, why don't you watch me go trigger happy and start capping and watch the people run for cover and kill another dumb lot. Won't be giving a fuck as I see the stupid asses drop to the ground. Now you found you don't fuck around with the foolish local youngster down to die. It's fly, talking more shit than you ever could. Think it down, shit, I walk through your neighborhood. But if you roll through my hood, you sure through shy. Cause if you don't, well, we just might shoot ya. That's how we are, that's how I am, that's how we kill. Talk some shit, I pull out the cuete, then I will go insane and aim and then pull it. Mato a todo soy 18 with the bullet.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it. Yes, I am.
Once again, you're listening to Chicano Rap's legend, Spanish Fly. Now, anytime you think of Spanish Fly, I want you to think of that song right there, 18 with the Bullet. That is considered our signature sound, our signature song, the first real Chicano gangster rap song. Now, the way I want to give you a little history of that song and the way it came to be. When I was 17, going on 18 years old, I was at a buddy's house. You know, we were all about to get jumped into a gang, and I went home. We watched Duke of Earl, the Christian movie. So I went home and I said, you know what, man? EZ has a song called Boys in the Hood. I want to make a song just like Boys in the Hood, but I want to make it Chicano style. So I started looking through my dad's 45s, and I found 18 with the Bull. I go, boom, that song stuck out. I go, we got to do this one. This is the one. So I went to, my friend Rich, and I said, because Rich was already rapping. We already had 2 CDs, or not 2 CDs, but two enough information, enough songs to make two records from back in the day. We actually had a CD called Pay to Chill that came out in, came out in 1985. Anyway, I said, hey, Rich, I got this song, man. I sampled it up. I just sampled it using like pause. You know how you get a radio, you just play that thing over and over. You pause it, push play, record, and pause. And I do. I just kept looping that over and over. And I said, hey, Rich, you got to make a rap. You got to talk about, watching Channel 34, eating tacos off a taco truck, wearing wearing khakis. He's like, I got you, man. So I gave him the tape that I paused together, and the next day he came back. Oh, I go, what? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's track it. So I went and bought the East Side Story record. I think it's volume 12. It has 18 on the bullet in it. I bought 2 of them because I had turntables, and I just and we just started messing with it, like that, and then eventually it came out to be a hit song in the in the gangster Chicano rap scene. We sold over 80,000. I remember, just walking down the street and people driving by playing it. All, black people, Samoans, Mexicans, everyone was playing that song, man. That song blew up for not us being on a major label. That song blew the hell up. Anyway, I'm gonna share a demo with you of this song that we did. I believe before we even came out with the song, and it's just messing around at a friend's house in Gardena. We were actually stood up all night on acid, on LSD. So when we used to do LSD, we did a lot of acid when we made this album, a lot of acid. I mean, we were like tripping hard. Anyway, this is a little demo of that 18 with the bullet, and it's just messing around, and you could hear Rich clowning the way he was, and his clown type payaso form, and me just mixing on the table. Check it out. This is a demo version of 18 with the bullet.
No, this is the dark side, the brown side, and every other side. I got too many bitches on my job to call up and let me. I don't give a fuck. See, I'm a marihuanero from the Rifamos. You think you're a local? No, not even almost. Bring all your soul guns down to this Rifa. I'll be the one with your bitch down in tequila. And when I see your ass, I'm gonna blast. Forgot it fast, remembered in the past. My soul, I'm shotgun. No, the job's not gone till I put the weather and watch all the scrap bars run. Cause when I'm fucked up, I don't give a shit. Pull the trigger, when it hits, it hits. And with my soul, I'm shotgun. No, the job's not gone till I put the weather and watch all the scrap bars run. Cause when I'm fucked up, I don't give a shit. What do I do?
I'm 18.
And when I ain't turn the light on, it ain't on. The body on. And when
I'm 18. With the bullet.
there we go. You sure the mic's on? Mic's not on. The mic not on. Yeah, you knew that I do it, but never knew why I pull it to get rid of all these sissy ass Bond boys. And let them know you don't fuck with the law, man. Run into my blue lines to get lame. Go up in the roll to the morning. Come on, man, the mic's not on. The mic's not on.
Hey, you know what the most crazy thing about that is? When we made that copy of it like that, we were so set on it coming out like that. Man, that was some real stuff back in in 1989 right there. You're listening to Spanish Fly Special Edition CD, Trust No Man with DJ Tricks.
Set me on. Let me tell you about this bitch I met a week ago. The girl was good as hell. You know the kind of bitch that turns heads when she walks towards you. And the kind of big ass that comes out and talks to you. You know what I'm talking about, homie? The bitch was good, I think she's not enough for me. But there's just one thing, one problem, you see. She had some always but my level of that didn't get along with me. Since that day I jacked them, peeled the cap and kicked some ass and rolled down. And ever since then, those chavalas want the payback, they want revenge. What I wasn't thinking about getting fucked up, just fucked by this bitch. So Rich Rock had to rush, so I did cause I wanted to get with her. Next thing you know, I was swimming in her. And woke up next morning with a smile on my face. Didn't give a fuck about my evil ways. But for a couple of days, I didn't hear from her. I didn't care, it wasn't like I really loved her. I just thought she forgot shit, I don't give a fuck. I got what I wanted, but then she got in touch not much later. She must have wanted more of what I gave her when I laid her. She said, come on, I wanna see you again. And to tell you the truth, I wanted to see that be real. And so I said to the bitch, yeah, I'll come down. One thing I forgot, she lived in the wrong part of town. But fuck it, I just wanted to get up in it. Said I'll be down in about 25 minutes. Stepped out the pad, jumped in the 39. Go to the hood, saw some homies of mine. Stepped out the bomb. It started kicking, they grabbed the shirt stick and started hitting it. Told about the bitch and this is what I want told me. Yeah, she's good, but watch out for her homies. Remember when we jacked them, I don't think they forgot about it. I said don't worry, I got my cuenta, never leave home without it. So I rolled out in a ride in the front yard. Saw some chavalas down the street trying to act hard, but I gave her no thought and knocked on the door already. Fucked the hoe, but I wanted more. And when she came in, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. A short tight skirt, no shirt, and the bitch was teasing me. See, as soon as I got in, I started grabbing. Then all of a sudden I didn't know what was happening to my ass. He started happening fast. Those chavalas down the street came in and started to blast. So I jumped out the window with no backup. What the fuck? I ran out the pistol and started gunning. Scrapper started running. I'm mixing with the bullet. That's why the outcome was stunning. 8 dead, 1 alive, and all the ones surviving. They kept trying, but you'll find them dying and blood splattered. The bodies scattered. It was the bitch when I'm looking straight at her. Pointed the barrel like an arrow. And what the fuck? This is what the bitch got for trying to set me on.
Okay, we're gonna get right into a bonus verse that we added on this special edition CD here. It's basically the same music, our demo, our 4-track demo of that song. We were shooting a lot of ideas around, so you're gonna hear some other vocals to that. It's a little bit grimy and not too clear, but for the serious collector, this is gonna be for you.
F L Y, live it brown, to die down, you remind for the town. In this time you found it fine. the vital signs that you're way behind my rhymes. It takes time to come up with the memory. Catch up to me, then we'll see if you can get with me or if it's just a temporary period. I'm not fearing you, it's just the same old song. You catch up, but by then I'm just another step beyond the competitors. No, I'm not a regular MC, cause I'm not asking you, I'm telling you to quit this profession. Try to learn a lesson from a foolish little young thing, a local man. You can be sold to go toe to toe with anyone. See, on Rich Rock got the job done. Used to be forbidden and hidden, but now I'm hitting hard, not too far from within a step beyond a massacre. Perhaps you heard suckers like some things I did, but at last you heard about them. They were aiming, not afraid to shoot, and non-warned. Spanish people like you.
Okay, hi everybody out there. I'm Frank. I was founding producer of Spanish Fly, and this here is Louis Naya, one of my best friends, Richard Naya's brother, who was Rich Rock. And some people out there might be wanting to know, because there was a lot of rumors going around exactly what Richard, why is he dead? Does he rap? And I would comment and say that no, he's not dead. He just don't rap because of a lot of different reasons. And I just wanted to verify that if Louis could say anything about his brother, and last time he talked to him and things like that, because I couldn't get him. Actually, we tried talking to him several years ago. Was that right? Remember several years ago? Yeah. And he didn't want to do music no more. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him explain a little more about that.
Well, what my brother did is that he did what a lot of artists do, except some artists just do it slightly, less than he did. He got messed up on drugs. And we're not going to deny what the real truth is. He's not dead. He's just off in the ditch, really, because of drugs. And drugs messed up his brain, and he's just not able to rap anymore. And that's the sad reality, but that's what this wicked world is bringing. That's what this wicked world is bringing, is drugs and violence and all of this stuff, and we don't want to glorify that kind of stuff. We want to glorify God. And so, if my brother doing drugs and people understanding that his brain is messed up because of those drugs, if that brings more people off of drugs and say, hey, I don't want to do that anymore because I don't want to mess up my brain, then hey, that's the message I want to get across as far as my brother. That's what happened to him. He just ended up getting too much involved into the drugs, and it messed up his brain, and it messed up his talent, and it messed up his skill.
Yeah, that's you heard it from his brother there, and I kind of knew that too, and there's a lot of responsibility that I feel on my shoulder because of that. Because when we were doing the album, the Spanish Fly stuff, we started actually experimenting with marijuana, with weed, smoking weed every single day, all day. And then that led to primos and doing LSD and a lot of other sorts of things. And, we were best friends when we were doing the album and stuff. But somewhere along the line, he kind of drew, I guess, away from me, hanging around with the wrong crowd. It's funny because when he was writing the lyrics for songs like 18 with the Bullet and Dope's Got a Hold on Me and The Dealer and Take 'Em to the Streets, this guy is a guy that was a journalist for his high school, Carson High School, and was into baseball and sports. And we never really portrayed that lifestyle of trust no man. But we knew a lot about hip hop. We knew a lot about music, and it was our culture to see the Chicano culture, Cholo, Barrio type stuff. And we applied that in the lyrics. But see, as the Bible says, you reap what you sow. And what I feel is we reaped what we were sowing into that, because I had a harsh life. That's the reason why I disappeared off the scene a lot of years, is because I got into crystal meth really, really heavily, and marijuana. And it drew me away from the Spanish Fly scene, and maybe some you guys may still see the name out there, and it might be one of the original members, but the real guys would be me and Richard, and drugs played the major role of breaking up exactly what we were trying to do with Spanish Fly. And I just wanted to let that be known that that if you're thinking about doing the same thing out there, and getting a rap group together, I challenge you not to use. Some of the best guys don't use. I even heard someone say something about Kobe Bryant once, that when he was in his prime, he's still in his prime. He's still good, but that he would go back, after the games. He wouldn't go to the nightclubs. He wouldn't go to the bars. He would go, practice, because practice makes us better people. And, if you're thinking you could have a double lifestyle of being in the studio, going high, going drinking and all that, it's going to eventually it's going to affect what you're trying to accomplish. He wants to say one more thing now.
You look at Snoop Dogg and you say, he smokes weed all the time. He smokes crazy weed like all the time, and that's probably all he does. But I remember one of the lyrics in what is the name of that? The Setup, I think it's called. And at first it was I grabbed the Indo Roach, and then he switched the lyrics and said I grabbed the Sherm stick, and that should have opened our eyes right there, but it didn't. We were just like, oh, he's just trying to make it sound cooler. He's just trying to make it sound better. But really what he was doing was he was showing us, and he was trying to shout to us and tell us that he was doing worse than Indo and worse than weed. He was doing some Sherm, and that Sherm is bad, man. It messes up your brain. And, to me, weed opens the door to everything else. And if you're able to just handle the weed, well, yeah, you're like Snoop Dogg. He can handle his weed. But most of the time, people don't just start there and finish there. They continue on to higher and higher things, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So, the drug scene is never to be messed with. It's never to be something that, even when you have the money, when you're making the money, it shouldn't be something you should turn to. If you want a high feeling, you turn to God.
It's DJ Tricks right here once again. You're listening to the Spanish Fly Trust No Man Special Edition. Next up, we got the instrumental to Murder Going On in the Area. First titled was Take 'Em to the Streets. That's the original title of the song. And you're hearing it first. DJ Tricks, Spanish FLY.
Hey, yo, where those vatos Spanish Fly from? They're from the streets of the harbor area. Well, that's right, the port of Los Angeles, right next to the Pacific Ocean.
They want to tell you a little story about where they come from. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
And if you start some shit, your ass had better run.
Where they come from. They wanna take it to the streets where they come from. They wanna take it to the streets where they come from. They wanna take it to the streets where they come from.
Next up, we got the instrumental to track 2 of the album called The Diller. And This track contained a whole lot of different samples I put in there. The Message, Paul Revere. Actually, I reversed Paul Revere forward. Outstanding is in there. Something from Parliament. Some drum beat from I'm Looking at the Front Door. Al Chicano sample. Sample from Big Mouth. All kind of. That's probably only half of the stuff we used in there. Just wanted to share that. And once again, you're listening to Spanish Flies, Trust No Man Special Edition, DJ Tricks. Okay, next up, we got a track called Hispanic Soul, which was originally dropped off the Trust No Man CD. Actually, it was converted to being Kill for Thrills, which featured Little Chill. And the reason why it got dropped off is because it sounded too much like the Spanish Fly track, which was track 3 on the CD. And this is a song that we had floating around on our demos that was just circulating all through LA back in 1990. So you're hearing it again. This is a sequence track called Hispanic Soul.